we got it right. Oh, yeah, damn. Where's my headphones? Shit. All right. Right there. Damn, started too quick. What the deal, Odison MC fam? If you don't know who it is, it's that boy, Artis. All right, y'all ready? Y'all been spamming me on this one, so let's get it. Easy Mill, Lackland. We have a Lackland over here, too. Y'all know that, right? It's an Air Force base down in San Antonio, something like that, like Texas. So, I don't know what he's talking about, but let's get into it, see what he's talking about. Let's break down these bars. Shout out to my Filipinos. Shout out to the States. Shout out to everybody worldwide. Because we're international now, baby.
What's up, y'all? It's been 2 months already. I'll tell y'all all about it. Yeah. Look, slowly past the days that I counted before I got in. And I already had the tickets to the bus that I'd hop in. And never considered my own self if I would've tried stopping. I taste the bitter with no health. I got my mind locked in a little world where I'm a good boy. Never was a sinner.
Alright, so at the beginning, let's bring it back. He said, right here, we're gonna go through the lyrics.
What's up, y'all?
Yo.
It's been 2 months.
It's been 2 months already. So, 2 months back, 2 months passed.
I'll tell y'all all about it.
And he's gonna tell y'all all about it. So 2 months had passed. So this is talking something that happened 2 months ago. This dog, man. Are you serious now? You're gonna start gulping on that now that I'm doing a reaction? Why do I call him King? I should call him Pain in the Ass. His name shouldn't be King. It should be Pain in the Ass. But anyway, let's get back into it. You done yet? Guess he was thirsty. Can y'all hear that? Oh, whatever. Let's get into it with him gulping and be. Don't come over here with your mouth like that. I'm not playing. King, go over there. Go. So yeah, because he likes he just has all this drool and he wants to put it on me. So 2 months had passed by. Now he's talking in the past tense and like, yo, it's been 2 months. 2 months had passed.
Yeah, look, slowly past the days that I counted before I got in.
So slowly past the days that I counted that I got, all right, so he's counting the days until he got into some place. He's just counting down the days. You go on the calendar and then you slowly, because it's like, if it's something you really want to do, the days pass by slow. So that's why I said slowly counted the days that passed before I got in.
I already had the tickets to the bus that I'd hop in.
Already had the tickets to the bus that I'd hop in. Now, see, that right there is kind of telling me something. I think he might have joined the military because they give you the tickets. You're counting down the days till you get in because you're all excited. You're about to be a man. Because a lot of people, that's what they associate the military with. Being a man, getting a better life, doing all of that. So I'm thinking that this is the Lackland down here. So he must have been in the States for a little bit. I mean, he's a young man, so this could just had happened. You know what I'm saying? This might just be recent this happened. I'm not sure, but I don't know if that's what he's talking about. Let's keep going. But I know it sounds like that because I try to get into the military. I know how it goes.
Never considered my own self if I would have tried stopping.
All right, he said he never considered his own self before he tried stopping. So he never considered like he would be trying to stop it. You know what I'm saying? He's just...
Taste the bitter with no health. I got my mind locked in.
All right, he tasted the bitter of no health. Got his mind locked in. So he's already made up his mind. This is what he wants to do. This is what he's gonna do.
Little world where I'm a good boy. Never was a sinner.
All right, so he's got his mind locked into a different world where he's a good boy now. He's not a sinner no more. He's gonna do better. So yeah, this is definitely equivalent to going to the military. It's gotta be. So that's what we all think. We're gonna better our lives and become men and become better people and become better, the best version of us that we can be. That's what the military, they gas your head up making, they really do. They gas your head up thinking you're gonna be like this. Oh, you're gonna be this man. Everybody's gonna, I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. You know, but that's what it sounds like. It sounds like the whole spiel the military gives you.
Imagine my own self struggling, hunting a buck for dinner.
Okay. Sorry, I got to keep pausing it. He says, imagine my own self struggling, hunting a buck for dinner. So what he's talking about there is, it's a double entendre. It's a double entendre. So imagine my own self struggling. So struggling, you can struggle you can struggle hunting, and you can struggle in life, as in finances, struggling. So those are two types of struggles. So he says, imagine me out there struggling, hunting a buck for a dinner. Now, a buck is a male deer, and people hunt those because they have the most meat and they're legal to hunt, but they have to have a certain amount of weight and a certain amount of size. Now, the double side of that is hunting a buck. This is a buck, and that's the whole point, a buck for a dinner. So now imagine myself out there struggling on the street, hunting for this money, this cash dollar, you know, for dinner. You see what I'm saying? So that's a double. Hunting out there, literally hunting, and hunting metaphorically.
Running away ain't solving it, so a bullet pierces its skin.
Right. Running away isn't going to solve it. A bullet pierces his skin.
I'm locked in a little world where I'm a good boy, never was a sinner. Imagine my own self struggling, hunting a buck for dinner. Running away
ain't gonna solve it. So a bullet pierces its skin. Running away is not gonna solve your problems. You can't run away from your problems. Just because you got financial problems and you got no money, if you run away, what good is it gonna do? Especially, so a bullet pierces its skin. So that also means in the metaphorically of hunting a buck, an actual deer buck. So if you shoot a deer and it runs away, it's not going to solve it for the deer, because guess what happens to that deer? That buck. It's going to bleed out, and you're eventually going to come catch it, and then you got to deal with it regardless. You're going to have to deal with it. Eventually, it's going to catch up to you because you're already wounded. You already got that problem. That problem's not going away. And that's what he's talking about metaphorically. He's hit. He's already got the problem that he got. He might as well face it. But instead, there's two ways. You can run away from it. Eventually, it'll catch up to you. Or you can stay and face it. But it seems like he's running away from a problem right now. He's trying to avoid this situation. Some type of situation is there that he's trying to avoid. Let's go.
Solving it, so a bullet pierces its skin. Administer killers through voluntary systems. Wonder who's sicker, me or the man who slaved in shame and paved the way.
Okay, so involuntary. All right, so involuntary. I hate the way that this goes, man. Hold on one second. Involuntary. All right, administer killers through voluntary systems. So administer means a lot of things. So administer means to put forth, to inject, to interject. You know what I'm saying? So basically it's putting in place. Putting in place. Administer, it's to give something in place. It's to give. So giving killers through voluntary systems. So wonder who's sicker. Me or the man that slaved and paid the way. Me or the man that slaved and paid the way. So think about this. If you administer killers, he basically signed up voluntarily, right? You're not forced to be in the military. That's voluntary. Now, who's sicker? Me, that I actually volunteered for this. Nobody forced me to be in here, and I could possibly go kill somebody. And I know they're going to turn me into a killer. I know I'm going to kill somebody. Or them that's telling me to come in, and they voluntarily lure me in, and they know they're going to make me into a killer, and they know I have to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? And then he said, or the guy, me or the man who slaved in shame and paved the way. So let's see what happens after that.
the man who slaved in shame and paved the way for my generation to pledge and march in days of rain.
So he's saying, who's sicker, me or the man who slaved in shame to pave the way for my generation to march in pain in the rain? So what he's trying to say is, who's sicker, me or the guy that came before me? Who's sicker? You know what I'm saying? These guys, me or the guy, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a cycle. Basically what he's trying to show is it's all a sickness because it's one big cycle that goes in turns. You got them, that's the recruiter. You have you, that's the voluntarily coming in, and the people before you that volunteered, and that passes it down like it's something good for you.
Not even the slightest clue on how to take away the pain, and I couldn't seize up these thoughts on my way to basic training.
All right, so right there he said I couldn't seize these thoughts on my way to basic training. So he couldn't come up with these thoughts because remember before he had his mind locked in of going and having a better life for himself. But as he's on his way there, he's starting to think, oh crap, I could kill somebody. I could do this. I could do that. You know what I'm saying? So he's having all those thoughts. Now he's having doubts. Am I really here for the right reasons? He wished that would have came up before he did all of the stuff he did. It's dope.
And with good intentions, most didn't believe me. They need to see me. Yeah, my good friends wish me luck even though they don't want me leaving. I guess it's even.
All right, so that's dope. I came in with good intentions, but most didn't believe me. They need to see me. So what that means is I came into this thing with good intentions, but the people around me, my friends and everybody, they didn't believe me. They needed to see it with their own eyes, so they didn't trust my word. Then he says, hold on. He says something about his friends. Hold on. My good friends wish me luck, even though they don't want me leaving. I guess it's even. So he's being petty in a way. He's saying, well, hey, you guys had to see it to believe it that I came in with good intentions. So you guys don't want me leaving? Well, guess what? I guess we're even. You feel bad and I feel bad for the way that you just said that you didn't believe me. So that's kind of being petty right there. It's like, well, hey, I guess we're even. That's a dope ass scheme right there. Can't stop.
Compared to them, is this the better myself? Cause I just be rapping. So what's happening? The more I think about it, they must be sitting back home and laughing while I'm in
okay, so he says compared to them. I want to get the words exactly right. Compared to them, it's just to better myself. Cause I just be rapping. So what's happening? So he says compared to them, it's just to better myself. It's not to do, it has nothing against them. I just want to better myself because I just be at home rapping. I really don't know if there's a future in this. So maybe I should go to the military and do something that might help me out. So what's happening? What's happening now? What's going on? And then.
So what's happening? The more I think about it, they must be sitting back home and laughing while I'm
So now he's saying, the more I think about it, I'm doing this to better myself. Am I really bettering myself? They must be at home laughing at me while I'm up here in Lackland doing all of this stuff that I don't know if it's going to do any good or better myself as a man. I don't know. So they got to be home laughing at me. You know what I'm saying? Saying, what, this kid's crazy. Like, why is he doing this? That's dope.
Yeah. Finally set foot chillin' up in the airport, saw the cats there sitting, we joining the Air Force, and that was the grave I'm digging, but it was my dare choice, will we be end up killing a couple of scared boys, that might have been not the real case, but it definitely crossed on my thoughts.
All right, so he's saying we're up in the airport chilling, a couple of scared boys, so now he's up in the airport, he's seeing these people, and he's gonna end up killing a couple of scared boys, I could be anywhere doing whatever. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to be doing now. Now, it's starting to get real. Stuff is starting to get real because I'm starting to see, holy crap, this is really happening. I'm here. I'm not at home no more. I'm not in Kansas. You know what I'm saying? Kansas meaning it's fantasy. I'm not in a good place no more. Now, I'm in the place of I don't know. I'm in the place of What's going to happen next? I don't know.
Air Force, and that was the grave I'm digging, but it was my dared choice.
All right, so when he says that was the grave I'm digging, but it's my dared choice. I dared to get in here, but I could be digging my own grave. I could be going out here to kill or be killed, but it's my dared choice. I dare to do it. I dared myself and pushed myself. Would we end up killing a couple scared boys? You know, like, would you be killing somebody that's not willing to die? Would you be killing somebody that's going like this? You know, please don't kill me. And then you come back and have that on your head and on your conscience. Because you never know. You don't know what happens. People go crazy sometimes. You know what I mean? That it's not easy to pull the trigger and kill somebody. And when you do, it affects you.
We end up killing a couple of scared boys. That might have been not the real case, but it definitely crossed through my thoughts.
He said, even though I might not even do that, but it does cross through my mind. What if that happens?
T.I.'s expectations leveled on making us follow like bugs.
All right, the T.I.'s expectations. A T.I. is a training instructor. He's the one that's training you. And he says to expectations for us to follow like bots. Because what they do, they break you down and try to build you up. They retrain your brain so you can become a killing machine. They don't want the old you. They want to break you down. That's why they swear at you. They cuss at you. They say the meanest things to you so that you're not yourself anymore. Yourself is gone. They turn you into a killing machine. That's how the military is. It's crazy, man. You got to watch some videos on it. Check it out. It's crazy.
Going out for 1-3-20 seconds where we filled up our slots. A few days in and some already want to tie their necks up in knots.
Okay. So that, you know, Alpha 27, the numbers and stuff, that's just that's just the bunk is where they were going. That's the tent or bunk room or whatever, where they're assigned, where their crew, their class, you know, their training class is assigned to stay because they all have to stay together. And then he said, just a few days passing and people want to tie their necks up in knots. So he's saying people are already thinking about killing themselves, committing suicide because they can't take all the pressure and the way they're being treated. Because you get treated, I'm telling you, they break you down. They break you down. They want to completely destroy the old you. They want to get that person out of you and build you up to the person they want you to be, a killing machine. But some people can't take it and they break completely and they want to literally hang themselves.
Was the nature they cultivated that make it way too insane for those who think it's a game.
All right, so he says
20 seconds where we filled up our slots. A few days in and some already want to tie their necks up in knots. But that was the nature they cultivated that make it way too insane for those who think it's a game.
So he said they cultivate this nature. They make this environment for people, you know, that think they made it, you know, but it turns them insane. You know, they cultivate it and make it a way to insane for those that think it's a game. So they make it way too crazy for those that come in there thinking, I'm going to blow through this. This is easy. No, you're not. And those are the people that end up wanting to kill themselves.
In truth, it really is. You just got to know how to mentally play it. I should never say it, but motherfucker reporting
All right,
statement.
so he's saying it really is a game, but if you got to be mind strong and beat them at their own game. He's saying you can beat it. And there's people that don't want to kill themselves because they can get through it, but they don't have to kill their old self. They can still remain them, you know, a speck of their old self, but just play the game right mentally. And he says, motherfucker, reporting statement. A reporting statement is when you go and tell on the training officer and say that he's doing you wrong, that he's not doing, because they fucking knock you upside the head, smack you. They'll fuck you up. They don't play. They will fuck you up. You are not at home no more. Talk back and they'll punch you right in the mouth. Kick you, stomp you, beat you. You can't do shit. Go ahead, try to swing back at a TI. They'll put you in the brakes. They ain't fucking around, man. They don't fuck around. They are not fuck around. All right. So you be up in calaboose, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm telling you. But anyways, that's why he said fuck a reporting statement. He's like, yo, I don't care. I'm not gonna snitch on nobody. I have pride. They can fucking do whatever they want to me. They're not gonna break me. I'm not gonna go give a reporting statement.
I went good intentions, most didn't believe me. They need to see me. Yeah, my good friends wish me luck even though they don't want me leaving. I guess it's even. Compared to them, is this the better myself? Cause I just be rapping. So what's happening? The more I think about it, they must be sitting back home and laughing while I'm in Lackland. The day came when we had to get our neurotic shots to stabilize all our systems, but man, it was too much. And the side effects on the wall said one was pox.
Wow. Okay, so the day comes, everybody has to do this when they go in the military. They give you a neurotic shot. It's to basically an immunism, it's immunization of smallpox, just everything, just every nasty disease you could think of that you could get in another country that might not be in your country, and it might be something foreign to you, and you can get and possibly die because you're not used to it. Your immune system isn't used to it because you've never been exposed to it. They give you all of that, but they give it to you all in one shot. So there's people that get really sick, and it's actually kind of a test too, because if you can't take this neurotic shot, you can't go on. You can't pass on. So if your body can't handle this, and that's why it's called a neurotic shock. You know what I'm saying? It's to centralize everything. It's just if you can't take this shot, you can't go. Because some people get very sick. And he said, and the side effects on the wall said one was pox. Pox is really bad. Smallpox, I mean, that's what they killed off. They kill off a lot of people with that. I think they kill off the Indians with that. But smallpox is really bad for you, man. You're definitely going to die. And that could be one of the side effects. You could die. That's crazy.
But I didn't care. I knew I was in favor with the.
He said, but I didn't care. I knew I was in favor with the odds. He bugging. Small. Yeah, get out of here. He said I was in favor with the odds. So he's saying most likely he's not going to get it. He won't get the smallpox. He crazy. See? He said psych because nobody knows who's going to get it.
Few days later, woken up on my bed, bro. Just got so sick that I was feeling hella dead, bro.
So he got sick from the shot. That's why he said at the beginning he was talking about 2 months had passed. He got sick from the shot. He woke up hella bad, bro. You know when you're sick, you're like, oh my God, you like nothing can freeze you. I mean, because you get sick. You get really sick. And that's how you feel.
Went to read and can't believe it what they said, though. That I was going home, they sending me to med, ho.
Yup. Told you. And what did I say to you at the beginning? This is part of the test. If you can't pass a shot, you can't go on. You can't pass into the military. And they put him on a med hold. He's going home. His body couldn't handle it. Wow.
That was the place that I actually spent a month in. The atmosphere was chill, you could slack, and no one's fronting. But the thing that got to me was the fact they gave us privileges at the cost of cleaning the crap out of latrines.
Okay, so he said it was a cool place to go. The med hold place, like it's for like people that are going home and that are sick and that are either shot or wounded, whatever. Just something that makes them that they can't go on, so they have to go. Something a medical disorder or disability. So he said it's a cool place, it's a chill place. Like the atmosphere wasn't crazy like when the training instructor beating the shit out of you and making you want to hang yourself, but they gave you privileges. But the reason why you got the privileges, you had to clean crap out of the latrines. That's nasty. That's all the soldier shit and piss that goes into a bucket underneath the building that you have to clean up. When you pull it out, the water splashes. It goes into your face. It's nasty. It's the nastiest work. Imagine picking up your own shit and it's splashing on your face. Now imagine it's somebody else's. Nasty. That's how they got the privileges.
Limit us to cutoffs and back to confiscation like that. Just straight up felt like we cat. The boost of surges.
Ooh, I like the way he put that. He said, so they would cut off privileges just like that out of nowhere and make them feel like calaboose. Calaboose, like what I was saying earlier, you know what I'm saying? It's military prison. But he's saying insurgents. So it's like they feel like they're in prison because they're cut off at their privileges and they want to rebel. You know what I'm saying? Insurgents. What do insurgents do? They surge. They try to fight back against the people that are, oppressing them. So that's why he said calaboose insurgents, because they were on a military, locked up militarily. They're not really, but he's saying it makes him feel that way. Like, yo, what the hell? You guys gonna take her away just like that? Like we have no rights? And that's what a prisoner has, no rights. And that's why he feels like rebelling.
Us who got some birthdays they passed like no one's business was happening to the shit like no cap. Can't understand it. But that's just the side of me that's really pissed and wants to hate it. The truth is I understood that my body couldn't take it.
Ooh, okay. So all of that anger he was talking about, saying it makes him feel like a calaboose insurgent because it took off, the stuff. He's like, that was the side of me. I thought that way, like I was a calaboose insurgent, because that was the side that made me want to hate it. But the reality was, I just couldn't take it. I got sick. I wanted to be there. I wanted to be a man. But my body just couldn't handle the shot they give me. And that doesn't make him less of a man. But, pride always gets the best of you. It doesn't matter who you are. Pride is going to make you feel like I failed. He kind of feels like he failed because he really wanted to go. At least he wanted to complete it. And because his body couldn't take that injection, which doesn't make him less of a man. It was a blessing. God did that. Because look where he is right now. If it wasn't for that, imagine he was out fighting and got shot or something. We wouldn't have his music right now. So God helped him get out of that situation. And now look where he's at. He's going to be on top of the rap game very, very soon. So I'm glad that happened. That has nothing to do with him being less of a man. That has to do with he was blessed by God, so he would do what he's doing now. He has a destiny to be this, not that. That's dope.
Maybe the brightest side is now that I'm back home in Vegas. But to those who believe, I'm sorry, y'all, I didn't make it.
Wow, see, he still feels bad. He's like, maybe the bright side is I'm home. I'm in Vegas. But sorry to those guys that I told you I'd prove I'm here to do it and I'd finish. But I think he's really talking to himself on this because it's a pride thing. Men, we have pride. We want to finish. And I think as soon as he realizes that that was a blessing, that God did that, his body could take it. But God made his body reject it so that he could do what he's doing. I'm telling you right now. I can guarantee it.
I went in with good intentions, most didn't believe me. They need to see me.
I like this song.
My good friends wish me luck even though they don't want me leaving. I guess it's even. Compared to them, it's just to better myself, cause I just be rapping. So what's happening? The more I think about it, they must be sitting back home and laughing while I'm in Lackland. Hey, shouts out to my 322nd boys, man. Burgess, Davis, and the ones I came with from Vegas, Thompson, Weatherspoon, Sadri.
All right, so sorry, my bad. My battery, the camera that I have, I shoot in 4K, and it gets hot real quick. You only can shoot like 15, 20 minutes at a time, and it actually lasted longer than I thought it would. So we're at the end of the video now. The ending of the video is just him shouting out some of his boys. But that was a dope video. That was him basically talking about his military experience. And to be honest with you, I'm glad that, he's not out fighting some war somewhere. I prefer him home in the States making music for us to enjoy. Otherwise, we wouldn't all be together right now talking about this wonderful artist. This amazing artist that has so much talent to give to the world, man. I'm telling you, like, music heals people. And I think he's better off doing music because he can rap, he can sing. He's just so talented. He can play guitar. You guys tell me he has rock albums. I seen him dance. Oh my God, can this guy dance like nothing else? This kid is just so talented. It would be ashamed if he went off to war and something happened to him and he could not do what he loves to do and what we love seeing him do. So I think it was a blessing. I think God touched him. He touched him in so many ways. Why would he let something like that go to waste? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it is what it is. But hey, if you guys love that breakdown, man, do not forget to comment. Do not forget to subscribe. And tell me where y'all is from. Put it in the comments. If you from Philly, Los Angeles, New York, Philippines, Japan, Austria, Germany. Britain, South Britain, Africa, South Africa, wherever it is you from, put it in the comments, man. I want to know where my peoples is from. Anyways, that was Easy Mill, Lackland. The original link to that video will be in the description below. Go over there, check it out. Get them views up. I'll be that boy artist.